Progressive presents Get Pumped. Inspiration to help you do insurance stuff.
Okay, time out. You're gonna let your budget be the boss of you? Take control with Progressive's Name Your Price tool. Tell us what you want to pay for car insurance, and we'll help you find options that fit your budget. Here's some music to get you pumped. Da-dong, 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 dang, dang. I hear your budget laughing at you. Oh, wait, that's just those kids laughing at me. Ignore them! Da-dong, da-dong,
Progressive
da-dong.
Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
This is No BS Job Search Advice Radio. I'm your host, Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. This is episode 1011 of this show. And here, again, I respond to a question that someone asked about whether, when applying for a job through LinkedIn, you should send an InMail to the recruiter who's screening. This question and others like it make me crazy. I don't hide it in my answer. Hope you find this helpful. I hope you get my point here. I hope you also connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/the Big Game Hunter. Mention that you listen to the show. I love hearing from you folks who are fans of the show. Also, I want to remind you I have another show called Job Search Radio. Completely different content. The number 2 show in iTunes with episodes about job search. No BS Job Search Advice Radio is the number 1 show. So again, subscribe to Job Search Radio. You'll get advice from me 6 times a week. This show is 7. And I'll also mention that if you're interested in my coaching you, if you're interested in help with your search, I'm not a recruiter anymore. I'm a coach, and I'd be happy to help you with different elements of your search. Now, with that, let's get going. Here's a question I got, and it just makes me crazy when I hear stuff like this. And the nonsensical advice people give someone when they ask this question. So here it is. When applying for a job on LinkedIn, should I also InMail the person who posted it as well? So I go crazy when I hear this stuff because the answers invariably come down to how someone would be perceived, that they're seen as being savvy, that you really must like the company if you then follow up with an InMail. Man, this is all the propaganda that LinkedIn tries to give out, and it isn't true. Here's what you ought to do. You see a firm that's advertising on LinkedIn. There's a name there, right? Don't go through the conveyor belt. Don't get on that conveyor belt where your resume is delivered to the applicant tracking system. Instead, here's what you do. You call up the firm, get the extension of that individual or the direct dial number, and you call them. And you say, I was doing some networking and someone mentioned you might be trying to hire someone with, and you describe the role. Don't know if that's true or not. If it is, I'd like to talk with you about the position and see how I might be able to be of help. Now, that's if you're taking the better way. And that is generally HR people are the one advertising on LinkedIn. Here's the better way. You try and locate the hiring manager at that firm. How do you do that? Well, you try and figure out the title. You go to the corporate page and see if you're connected to other people who might be at that firm. Not connected on the corporate page? Well, I'll tell you, there are Chrome extensions that will help you. So, for example, there's one called Prophet, Prophet, that will help you identify people and their email addresses. Lucia, actually, with these will help you with the email addresses. But what you also try to do is do Google searches to identify people at that firm, because Google will search for public profiles of individuals. Now, think in terms of, well, here's a simpler way. There's a site called li-usa.info. It's a Google custom search engine that only searches LinkedIn public profiles. So you might just simply search by name of the company. and then see if you can detect the title structure from the responses. So let's say it's, I don't know, Facebook or Goldman Sachs or Citadel or whomever it is. See if you can detect the title structure from the responses you start getting. And then from there, you use tools like Profit, Connectifier, Lusha, Lusha. These are Chrome extensions that will help you find people. Context Scout is another one. But what you're trying to do is find the people within that organization who might be the hiring manager. And you might just simply say, hi, I understand that there's a position open for such and such. Would you happen to know who the hiring manager is for that role? No, I don't know. But, is there someone you might be able to point me to who might be able to help, who could give me a sense of who the right person might be? And again, what you're trying to do is to find the right individual at that organization who could help with finding the person and networking your way into a direct contact. And yes, it involves some more work, but let's be practical. If you get on the conveyor belt into the applicant tracking system's mouth, you remember what that's called? The black hole. What's the point of going through that exercise? Instead, follow through by trying to find the hiring manager and connecting with them instead of going to, getting on the conveyor belt to your resume's demise. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, here are a few ways to engage with me. First of all, I just want to start by saying that I no longer do recruiting. I coach people to perform at a high level. So again, I no longer do recruiting. But if you visit my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us, and look at the tabs on the top, you'll see a menu of choices available to you. First of all, you can hire me to do a resume and or LinkedIn profile critique, interview preparation, help you with a salary negotiation, answer your questions about your job search, advise you about a decision you have to make about a job offer. Those are all there as an option. I can do a job search makeover with you where we critique everything you've been doing in your search up until that point and come up with alternatives. If you're relatively early in your search, we can do a complete coaching program where I work with you from beginning to end in half-hour increments so it doesn't have to take a lot of time for each session. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/the-big-game-hunter. Mention that you listen to the show because I love hearing from folks who like it and are interested in my help. Again, linkedin.com/IN/the-big-game-hunter. You can take my classes on Skillshare too and become a premium member for 99 cents for the first few months. I have a link in the show notes. Just follow that link, sign up, take my classes. Lastly, I want to mention to you, you can find a lot of information at thebiggamehunter.us, and at times it may seem like it's too much. So you can look at the best of my material at jobsearchcoachinghq.com, where I've curated information that you can watch, listen to, or read to help you find work more quickly. Again, that's jobsearchcoachinghq.com. I'll be back tomorrow with more, and in the meantime, I hope you have a great day. Take care.
From paying off some holiday expenses, to those home renovations, to even banking for the future, count on Columbia to help kickstart your 2018 financial goals with our low-rate, no-fee home refinance program. Take advantage of this amazing opportunity and pay no fees, making now the best time to refinance your home. So help fulfill all your short and long-term financial resolutions at your local branch or ColumbiaBankOnline.com. The low-rate, no-fee home refinance program. Apply today.
Equal housing lender and member FDIC. New Jersey properties only.